stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Before I begin, I release the energy of others who may come into this space, cleanse and transmute it. And so it is. Hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Operating in the highest version of your authentic self. Staying saged up. Palo Santo'd up. Spiritual bathed up. If I'm not mistaken, I think the day might be the 11th, 10th or 11th. Somewhere close around now. I may be off. But whatever day it is, I'm feeling good in it. 12th. Whatever frequency in, I'm feeling good in it, and I hope y'all is too. That's my point. The last couple videos I did, I pulled a card, and one of the cards, if I remember correctly, was dealt with suffering, and the following card dealt with I got a note right here somewhere. Shadow. So that let me know shadow work was going on. So, in observation of my connection with the animals and nature, I was gifted a set of cards by a dear friend of mine, companion of mine. And I'm very thankful. In consequence, I went to playing with the cards, see what the energy vibrate. And I pulled Badger. I'm gonna let y'all look at it again. Badger has an animal spirit. And Badger said, bring your life into balance. So I don't think things are coincidence or mistake, because I immediately was transported back to the previous videos I'd done that dealt with suffering and shadow, the light and dark side of ourselves. And to come out of an internal place of suffering, we have to deal with the light and dark side of ourselves. Furthermore, we have to bring that into balance. And that's what the Badger speaks upon. So, like I said, I didn't find it coincidental or accidental that after I played with the deck, you know, and see how they resonate, that's the card that popped up. So I'm gonna share the message, because we need some balance in 2022. 6, that's what 6 symbolizes: balance, harmony, you know, reciprocity. You know, we give and we take. It gotta be an equilibrium, balance. Badger, bring your life into balance. And the angels associated with the Badger are Archangels Mary and Sandalphon, for those who operate in angelic energy. About Badgers. Badgers originate from Sirius. They are black and white because at a soul level, they want to demonstrate the balance between masculine and feminine, or feminine and masculine, depending on what gender you are. They are also learning and teaching about family life, and have well-developed heart centers. Through their hearts, and they pass, hold on, let me back up. They also are about learning and teaching about family life and have well-developed heart centers. Archangel Mary pours pure source energy and love through their hearts, and they pass this into the planet. Cooperating with Archangel Sandalphon, they use this energy to keep their ley lines clear. Send Badgers love and compassion so that they can regain their sense of worth and self-respect. This will strengthen them so that they can recover their health and vitality. So that brings me back to why rest, the term rest, been resonating with me. If we're not resting, then we're not in balance. Work, play, family, in whatever order, all those things gotta be balanced. One thing can't override the other, or it's gonna have you out of balance. Therefore, you're gonna be feeling tapped out, tired, and drained. So we need balance to help promote health and vitality. That's what I just draw from that. Guidance. When you receive this card, it suggests you need to strengthen your aura by building your confidence and expanding your heart. Invoke the great Archangel Mary and ask her to battle you in love, or bathe you in love. Then sit quietly to receive it. Breathe in her energy, then breathe it out around you until you are surrounded by a blue cocoon of high frequency light. This will help you to deal with any negativity others sends towards you. I release the energy of others, cleanse and transmute it. I hope somebody caught that. This will help you to deal with any negativity others send towards you. The badgers also call you to do service work for the planet. Drop a message, give a compliment, inspire somebody, encourage somebody. Do a video. Connect to their energy through this card and then link into Archangel Sandalphon, the great silver angel in charge of the Earth Star Chakra. Let Archangel Mary's love and light flow through you into the earth and direct you through the ley lines. Picture them becoming golden and radiant. Wow. The badgers remind you to bring your life into balance. This may be to draw your leisure and work lives into harmony, to share chores in your home, or to bring your masculine and feminine energies into equilibrium. Then you can fulfill your purpose with joy. From that card, as always, I draw my own conclusions that I will share. Balance will be easier and easier obtained with proper boundaries. Sometimes we don't have no balance in our lives because we don't have no boundaries in our lives. We let people energetically come in and out of our lives at will until we lose control of the energy that comes in and out of our lives. Because I don't look at people as people anymore, especially in my ascended state. I don't look at people as people. I look at people as energy, and as energy beings, energetic beings, light beings. It's never a time that we're not put in a place that we have to be balancing what's going on, whenever it's going on, as it goes on. Balance will be easily obtained with proper boundaries, internally and therefore externally. As the saying goes, as within, so without. If balance is needed, it will occur through good, bad, or indifference. This is what my higher self showed me. However balance is needed in your life, whenever balance is needed in your life, when we miss the signs, something will happen for balance to occur in your life through good, through bad, or through indifference. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody. With that being said, we need to learn how to take our lessons and go with the flow. Don't resist what the lesson has already shown us. We have to learn how to take our lessons and go with the flow. And that's from Badger. I hope somebody received that. I received it, The message is always for the messenger first. The more we unfold, we're going to need balance. So everything that I presented is going to deal on balance. Balance is not something that we can purchase. We ain't going to be able to slide our card to get it. Balance is something that's going to have to take place within us internally. And if it's taking place with us internally, we will see it in our outer world. So balance can be God, balance can be source, balance can be collective conscious. The psychologist to psychologists is known as psyche. To the theologian, it's known as the soul. To some, it's known as the seat of youth or the ancient of days. To others, it's called the Atman. The Buddhists called it Dharma. Somebody else called it inwardness. In Saudi Arabia, somewhere they called it Quam or Allah. To some, it's called the Christ consciousness. or higher self. To others, it's called universal love. To some, it's called, once again, collective conscious, or the all mind. What's my point? Whatever you call it, it don't matter. And it really don't matter to me. But what does matter is if you connect with, whether or not you connect with something, whether you call it God or whatever, that's going to allow you to acquire balance in your life. We have to become better navigators of light or energy, whatever you want to call it. We have to become better navigators of it. We have to become better sailors in it. And we have to become better warriors in how we use it. Not against others, but to help others. Balance, masculine, feminine. Balance, energy, light. It can also be dark. Yin, it's also yang. Hot, it's also cold. Water, air, earth, fire. Balance, energy. We're using it all the time. If you're 98.6 degrees, that means you're regulating at a temperature that you're not cold enough to be freezing or hot enough to have a fever. Energy, balance. Our energy changes people's lives, for better or for worse. How well do we know that? Your energy changes people's lives, for better or for worse, depending on what type of energy you carry. And with that being said, you'll be surprised how yourself will try to talk yourself out of doing something good to help others. So that show you how much yourself will try to talk you out of yourself will try to talk yourself out of doing something good for you. That was heavy. I hope somebody caught it, because that came off the cup. I wouldn't know how to repeat it. Rewind the video. Our energy changes people's lives, family, and always has, for better or for worse. We need to recognize this. Wish people well. You want well? You better wish people well. What goes out comes back, whether we say it or not. It's called energy. Our thoughts put energy in the universe way before we say anything. Our thoughts put feelings, emotions in the universe way before we can say anything. So that means if that's occurring, it's felt somewhere, it's heard somewhere. What we didn't know was what we didn't know then, I'll say, that we know now, and some is learning, is the how. See, ain't nothing new under the sun, so all the information that most are hearing now, some heard, some have been hearing. So that means it was always available, and depending on what you was vibrating on, if you was vibrating on anything at all, it would have brought you into contact with certain people. So now that this information is popular, it wouldn't be new to you. Not many have the opportunity of saying that, but for some strange reason, with what's trending and how easy it is to go viral, everybody looks like they may know something. So I say this: trust your journey. Trust your journey. Trust your teachers. If something resonates with it, it's all to the good. If it don't sit up under what anybody else is saying, including me, and be accepting the emanations of the vibrations that's coming out through anything that's being said. Learn how to feel. Intuition only. Not people, intuition only. Trust your intuition. I don't know who I'm talking to. What's the first thing we do when we get up in the morning? What's the first thing that you do when you get up in the morning? If I had 1 million viewers, I have 1 million different answers. But the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is be still. I don't do nothing at all. I listen. I feel. Because I'm wise enough to know that when I wake up, and for lack of a better term to use, when I wake up, I have arisen from somewhere else that I was in previously in my sleep before I woke up. So I sit still and I listen and I feel. I sit still so I can hear and I can feel what I was experiencing prior to coming or being awoken to this side of reality. Sometimes it feels like I've been beat up, I've been fighting. Sometimes I don't feel nothing at all. It's a whole bunch of things that go on and that's going on with us that we may or may not be aware of. I'm not always aware of what's going on with me, but I try to be present to what may be going on with me, if anything at all. Everything is about balance to me right now. For a long time in my life, I ain't have balance in my life. And usually, that's the time that we think we got it all together. But we're going through a whole bunch of mess. Balance, what is it? One thing for sure, because of misinformation, not being balanced has had many of us careless and reckless. So I was given 3 key words that's going to be needed to have more balance in our life. And that's patience, good intentions, and awareness. Patience, good intentions, and awareness. What balance means to me is that you make sure to do at least one thing every day. One thing every day that is totally directed towards feeding your soul, feeding your spirit, feeding your mind in a higher vibratory fashion. It is consistently going beyond your normal. That's why you have to do it every day, because a lot of things that we should do every day, we don't do 2 days out the week. So it is consistently going beyond your normal limits. Like a boxer, like a weight trainer. I go in on my spirituality like boxers go to the gym. It's consistency going beyond your normal limits that make the difference. Early on events in my life personally pulled me into the realm of spirituality. Then coming from, upbringing of spirituality, it just catapulted me more into the realm of spirit. Spirituality has been the anchor through which I continue to find and bring and keep balance and harmony in my life, in contrast to a time that I didn't have any, which I shared earlier. So commit to something spiritual that you can do regularly. Whether it's pray, whether it's meditate, whether it's listen to solfeggio frequencies, whether it's read a book, whether it's jog or exercise, whether it's jumping a rope. Jumping a rope could be a form of spirituality. Why? Because it takes you out of what you previously doing and puts you in a center of focus to concentrate on what you're presently doing. Commit to something spiritual that you can do regularly. Because balance is needed and it will be important. Because when you coming from a place, or the right place, you can't go wrong. Whether it's taken right or wrong, it's not your fault. But when you coming from the right place, you can't go wrong because you're in balance. Feel good for no reason at all. Remain true and authentic to the highest version of your spiritual self. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Yours truly, Sawu the God. Peace, family.